Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another sports related video for y'all. And I was just wanting to chat with y'all about these two former NFL quarterbacks. One of them played quarterback for the Carolina Panthers and also for the New England Patriots, while the other one played quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The one that played quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers had won Super Bowls. You know what I mean? He led the Steelers to Super Bowls against the Seahawks, against the Cardinals, and against the Seahawks and the Cardinals. They won those Super Bowls, but when they made it to the Super Bowl against the Packers, they ended up losing. The other quarterback, on the other hand, he led the Carolina Panthers to the Super Bowl against the Denver Broncos, but unfortunately, they lost the Super Bowl 24-10. I just got a question for you. Which NFL quarterback was the real MVP, Cam Newton or Ben Roethlisberger? My fellow Carolina Panthers fans, my fellow Pittsburgh Steelers fans, let's chat. Let's have a discussion about this. Which NFL quarterback do y'all feel was like the real MVP between Cam Newton and Ben Roethlisberger? I'm gonna give you my answer like I do as always. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger, he does have Super Bowl rings. Cam Newton has like rings that he won in the BCS National Championship when he played college football at Auburn. But in the NFL, Cam Newton don't have no Super Bowl rings. But I'll say that Cam Newton was the real MVP due to the fact that when it came down to skill wise, Cam Newton was a scrambler. That's the difference between black quarterbacks and white quarterbacks in the NFL. And I'm not trying to make this a race thing at all. Am I saying that Cam Newton is the better quarterback just because he's black? No. But when it comes down to trying to make it to the NFL as a black quarterback, you do have to be able to scramble. And you got white quarterbacks that can scramble too. There's been some plays where Ben Roethlisberger has scrambled as a quarterback, but white quarterbacks don't really scramble like that. It's usually a thing that a lot of black quarterbacks do. And again, not trying to make this a race thing, but Cam Newton, I feel that Cam Newton would show off a little bit more skills than Ben Roethlisberger. Every quarterback throws interceptions. Ben Roethlisberger, there would be times where he would throw a lot of interceptions. And Cam Newton, there would be times where he would throw interceptions. There would be times where he would fumble the ball. Like same thing with Ben Roethlisberger. But yeah, if you want to talk about which former NFL quarterback was better, I would go with Cam Newton. Even though Cam Newton didn't win any Super Bowl rings, like yeah, Cam Newton, when it came down to his skill set not being a pocket passer, like Cam Newton, he could really scramble. He could really scramble. Ben Roethlisberger was a little bit more of a pocket passer, but there would be times where Ben Roethlisberger would scramble a little bit too. But Ben Roethlisberger was a little bit more of a pocket passer than Cam Newton. And that's the thing about football. You be having some coaches, whether it's college or whether it's NFL, even in high school, sometimes the coach, they want the quarterback to be able to stay in the pocket, but not too many quarterbacks are like that. You got quarterbacks that are willing to scramble. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would say that Cam Newton was like the better quarterback. And that's the thing. Cam Newton did lead the Panthers to the Super Bowl, even though they lost 24-10. But you see, Ben Roethlisberger, he led the Steelers to two Super Bowls, and they ended up losing to the Packers. But yeah, Ben Roethlisberger, you know what I mean? He definitely had success as an NFL quarterback, but he was also one of those quarterbacks that would throw an interception in a minute. But yo, Cam Newton was the better quarterback. Again, my fellow Carolina Panthers fans, my fellow Pittsburgh Steelers fans, let's chat. Who was the better NFL quarterback? Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. And again, my new song, Corporate America, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. Y'all can follow me on SoundCloud at Wally G. Let's run it up. Let's blow it up. Love y'all.